Hi folks, I wanted to give you a preview of the platform for the Magick As F upgraded course. So yeah, this is maybe, I don't know, 20 something hours of content in here, but it covers all of the metaphysical basics that someone who wants a broad view of many traditions, it covers enough where your foundation is solid and you've got a good basis to explore many metaphysical practices through this. So this session, the chapter 1 is basically like orientation. Here's what this is, here's how to use it, here's what we will go through. So that's that one. And this is a massive FAQ that covers the questions that are pertinent to every part of this course. So in chapter 2, we start getting heady in basic concepts like energy. What is energy in this context? How does it work? We get into language and the power of language, how words have certain codes hidden in them. We get into energy cords, and energy cords are a fantastic mechanism to work with for healing complex relationships. And it's one of the most, like, in terms of parts of the course where people have revelations, the chords part is a big one. Usually people experience miracles pretty quickly in that one. We got a section that goes deep into words and hidden hierarchies, hidden in language, numbers and colors, and the meaning connection that goes across cultures. So what the number 8 might mean in Chinese system, Pythagorean systems, and how we have a primal connection to some of those associations. And then symbology. Notice that's the swastika, but that's the Buddhist version. We go deep into how symbols are basically an efficient piece of language. We go into deeper symbols that were used in magic, like sigils, monads, and then every chapter will have a transcription that goes into all the questions asked across all cohorts. So these get updated every time we do a round of this course. And then section 3, or chapter 3 rather, is about the basics of healing. And not healing in the Western psychological side of things, although that is catching up to how indigenous and shamanic traditions view healing. For example, in the shamanic and indigenous traditions, healing is healing emotional issues, trauma. That is a body-based practice. It's connecting the consciousness with the body and the emotional and spiritual energies that link the two, and then through that being able to actually have a full transformation. So we get into how that works, get into the body map and how sensations have a language. We get into a lexicon of emotions, like how do we actually relate to these things that we're experiencing. And of course the transcription. And these are pretty long. These are pretty deep and long videos because they cover things thoroughly. And then chapter 4, we get into psychic and intuition work, and that's giving you the foundations. It gives you a practice. People are encouraged to work together in the group to actually practice the tools and techniques and have an experience. This is about grounding, which is a concept that isn't commonly shared, and this is actually one of the free videos I put out so people can see what the hell I'm talking about and benefit from something really important. And then this is about figuring out what kind of psychic you are, because it helps to know how your intuition comes through. And of course, transcription, session 5, now we start getting into casting the candles and working with multiple candles, working with giving each candle a specific job. And it's like how, when you get good at this, you are essentially creating little magicians made out of wax that are constantly casting energy on your behalf. And that's the step-by-step instructions. And working with spirits in the neo-shamanic way. So the neo-shamanic way, spirit isn't just, here's this being without a body. Spirit is also energetic intelligences that you can talk to. you can have a conversation, you can set an agreement with. It's a very powerful way of looking at it, but it allows you to work with your own your own energetic intelligences that are trying to protect you. So this is close to the IFS stuff where you're working with protectors, but its foundations are actually in shamanism. And yeah, chapter 6, we get into hexes, curses, entities. There's a bit on Tibetan exorcism, which is a really powerful technique. There's another piece that's actually being prepared for this chapter that's extra to what the people experienced in the course, where I just go deeper into curses and the science connections with them, and it gives you a broad overview of how curses are designed across cultures. And of course, the transcription, and that was a chapter that required a lot of what do you call it? A lot of explanation, because yeah, there's a lot out there about curses that isn't accurate. Now, alchemy, really powerful technique. So we go deep in this, and the people participating got very deep instruction and practical experience working with alchemy as a healing modality, and one that brings about miracles. And then this is just a little bit about, hey, if you're engaging alchemy, here's some extra things to think about. And chapter 8 is when we start getting into the group work. And yeah, preparation for the graduation ceremony. And this was actually a group ceremony. There was no Q&A for this. Nothing necessary there, because it was just purely interactive. And then yeah, chapter 9, the graduation ceremony, a questionnaire to wrap up. And this is where the extras go. So yeah, bonus exercises and tools, and an epic Q&A transcription from the actual online group. And yeah, I'll just give you one eyeball into what these chapters might look at. Obviously, I'm not going to reveal too much, but yeah, it's broken up into very helpful pieces. And summary, and blah-de-blah-de-blah. I think you get how this works. So yeah, there's written material. We get really deep with this. And all the video modules attached to the chapter. So it's neatly arranged, very structured, and rich. So yeah, there's a lot here. This is just one of the pages. Bloody hell, I really didn't expect to pick such a deep one. Blah, 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 blah. And then homework. All of these chapters have homework. And supporting documents, meditation audios. Yeah, this is serious stuff. So, yeah. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And if you have any questions, I will be happy to respond.